tour collector who's grabbing the rhodochrosite, and boy, to be able to have that flex pay and get this as part of your jewelry collection is really unusual and very unique because it is so rare. Now, Jay, we're gonna move on to the other pieces. We're gonna talk about the ring and we're gonna talk about the bracelet.
Right.
I love how you did the cuff. I think that looks amazing.
I also want to point out, do you see this right here, like the pendant?
Yeah, the triple.
It's a contemporary cross.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's super cool.
No, but we did that on purpose, and I wanted to point that out just so you know that's not an accident.
Oh, I love that. That's really neat. Okay, so let's take a look a little bit about your cuff and the ring, Jay.
Okay, so here again with our cuffs. You know, it's kind of what we're getting known for. I mean, we're known for a lot of things. We're known for our turquoise. We're known for our unique designs. But one of the things I think that we get the most compliments on, a lot of people really, really get charged about, are all the cuff designs we do. And here again, what makes us different and makes us so unique is that, as you can see, everything here is handcrafted from sterling silver sheet material. So when you use sterling silver sheet to create your designs and your looks, there's one key thing that you need. They're called silversmiths, okay? So we actually have silversmiths. Most of the jewelry manufactured today is either cast or it's stamped. When you do that, you don't need smiths. I mean, that's not something you need. You require almost, if you look at that's kind of what sets us aside. As far as I know, and I'll just say this, as far as I know, just watching and everything, there's only one other company that actually kind of crafts like we do here, right? And but these are all individually hand done. It's all done from sterling silver sheet material that we have custom made for us in a foundry in the States. So all of our silversmiths are provided with only our sheet silver, so we actually even have to provide them with the materials that they utilize in making the designs, where they actually have to have the sheet silver. Otherwise, we